In a quiet town where school bells ruled the rhythm of every child's life, there lived a girl named Amara. Amara was 15 years old. She was not loud, she was not troublesome, and she was not invisible. But she was different. Amara attended Mawingu High School, a place where books were respected, teachers were feared, and silence meant obedience. On this particular morning, the Form 2 class was studying an English set book. The sun was warm, the classroom was quiet, and the voice of Madam Ruth, the English teacher, echoed sharply across the room. Amara read carefully, line by line, word by word. But as her mind wandered deeper into the story, she gently rested her head on her desk, not to sleep, but to think. Madam Ruth paused mid-sentence. Her eyes narrowed. She scanned the room. Then she saw Amara. "Amara, wake up." The class froze. Amara lifted her head immediately, confused. "Madam, I wasn't asleep." Laughter rippled through the room. Madam Ruth's face hardened. "Get out of my class. Go stand outside until the bell rings." Amara's heart sank. She stood slowly, her chair scraping the floor, eyes burning with embarrassment. Without another word, she walked out. Outside the classroom, Amara stood under the hot sun. She replayed the moment again and again. Why didn't she believe me? Why didn't she ask? The bell finally rang. Instead of dismissing her, Madam Ruth grabbed Amara's arm. "You're coming with me." They walked straight to the class teacher's office. The class teacher, Mr. Kamal, looked up, surprised. "What's going on?" Madam Ruth spoke quickly. She was sleeping in class, disrespectful, lazy, always pretending to be smart. Amara's eyes widened. Those words were not true. "Sir, I was not asleep. I was just—" Mr. Kamal, raising a hand. "Let's slow down." He turned to Amara. "What were you reading?" Amara swallowed hard. The chapter where the main character realizes the letter was never sent. The room went silent. Mr. Kamal stood up.
"Write it down. Everything you remember." Hands trembling, Amara picked up a pen. She wrote, and wrote, and wrote. When she finished, Mr. Kamal read quietly. His eyebrows rose. He read again. The summary was flawless. The interpretation was deep. The understanding was beyond her age. Mr. Kamal nodded slowly. "I believe you were not asleep." Madam Ruth stiffened. Her lips pressed into a thin line. Something dark flickered in her eyes. Madam Ruth coldly. "We'll see." Without permission, without warning, Madam Ruth reached for the phone. And in that moment, jealousy disguised itself as discipline. She called Amara's parents, not to seek clarity, but to punish. What happens when authority feels threatened by intelligence? And how far will pride go to protect itself? To be continued.